This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, yeah, right. So where did we stop in the last session, guys? We discussed about the request dispatcher functionality. We discussed about the get parameter, request dot get parameter, right? We use request dot get parameter to pull the values given by the client from the HTML page, okay, and make sure that in the text boxes or whatever the thing you gave, you should add here, okay, right. Mm, right. So, but what I said yesterday, according to our discussion, this is working for HR, but what if you want to implement employees authentication? Employees authentication means it's not one or two people. There may be hundreds of people or thousands of people. So how to maintain that authentication? I mean, will you put 100 if conditions? Even if you put 100 if conditions, the problem will rise when a new employee join the company. Again, you need to put else if. So will you change the program again? No. So this is not the solution, guys. Solution is what? Okay, without disturbing your program, without making changes in the program, even a new employee joins to your company, you should be able to authenticate that employee. That is the solution. So as I said yesterday, database is the one single solution. How to maintain this using the solution? See, look at this, guys. We know about the result set concept. Yeah. Suppose client has given, assume client has given Pasha password that goes to servlet. Servlet write a JDBC code, okay, using a select statement to the database, okay, that I want to select the data belongs to Pasha. Guys, understand what I'm trying to say. There will be a table of employees where user ID password, I mean login ID password is columns. And I want to check, is there any person in the database table related to Pasha? If there is an employee matching, it will return what? What will it return? If the matching records found from the database, what it returns back to the JDBC code. Guys, when matching records found, what it returns back to the program?
Result set.
Result set. Super, fantastic. See, you will get a result set. So now in the program we check if the result set contains row, okay, the guy is present. If the result set does not contain the row, the guy is not present. Logic is clear? I make a select statement based on the client values. If this person exists or not. So the select will be executed and it will return the result set back. You know that if result set contains row, we are done. I mean the person we are looking for, he is already there in table. If he is there in our table, he is authenticated person. If he is not exist in the table, he is not authenticated person. This is my logic, guys. So my logic depends on the result set. My logic depends on result set. So after making select statement, I will check the result set. If result set found row, I assume the guy is present. If result set does not found, I assume result the guy is not present. Guys, understand this concept. And you know that how to check the result set present or not, you already know about it. Yeah, in the result set you keep on testing by next method. If it finds row, it returns true. If it doesn't find a row, it returns false. So It depends on all rs dot next with if condition, not while loop. Because when you are testing, you are putting where class. When you are putting where class in the select query, you have a chance of getting a single row only. So now let us build that particular query. Means what? If he is not HR guy, if the entered values not belongs to HR, I am assuming that he may be else what? He may be employee. He may be an employee. So if I want to check the guy is an employee or not, I need to take the help of database. So from the servlet, I'll call to database. Guys, tell me, is it right practice according to MVC architecture to directly call the resources, database resources? See, in MVC architecture, what do we see? In the controller, servlet. Controller is nothing but what? Servlet. Once the servlet receive the request, okay, will directly go to the database, guys, or it goes to DAO layer. Forget about service layer, it's a business layer, but assume you have a DAO layer. So from the controller, you call DAO, or you directly write the JDBC code inside the controller and call the database, guys. What do you think? According to MVC architecture, from the servlet directly you talk to the database, or from the controller servlet you call to the database DAO through. Which is the best practice according to MVC?
Through DAO.
Yes, from the controller you call DAO method. DAO will talk to the database. This is the sequence. This is the sequence, remember. So DAO stands for data access object layer, which contains all JDBC code section. In MVC project, controller should not contain JDBC code. DAO layer should contain JDBC code, and this DAO is being called from the controller if you want any JDBC facility services. This is the way of MVC architecture. So in our project, we don't have DAO layer. We need to add a DAO layer. Where? Yes, in my project employee web app, I'll open. Yeah, there is no DAO. What do you mean by that? I just create one package, guys. Layer is nothing but what? One package. com.dao. That's all. This is my DAO. And in order to work with DAO JDBC, you should have a database. So let me go to our previous JDBC project. I already have now. You people also have you. Don't type it again and again. See, com.db as it is, I copy. I'll paste it in the SRC. So database connection factory, I am pasting. See guys, DB database connection factory. My connection class is already pasted, which I can use as it is. DB830 database. I will use this. And DAO means what? Insert, select, update queries, where we wrote in this day 1, day 2, day 3, guys. So in DAO package, I'm going to write a class employee DAO. Employee DAO. This is a class where the entire JDBC code is written. So this class is responsible to maintain the JDBC code in a project. Guys, do remember, don't mix the code in one layer to other layer. Every layer should be separated with their own logics. Yeah, I'll write a method public void get employees or get employee. Okay, why I'm writing this, I will tell you. Get employee of what? Based on string login ID, string password. So the job of this method is what? Client will send login ID password, and this method should search for this guy with this particular criteria. If the method finds this guy, it should return that method the values of this guy. I mean the object of this particular employee. It should return. This is the agenda of this method. Are you clear? Yeah. Now before writing this method, okay. First let me complete this method. Connection con equals null. What do you need more? Prepared statement pst equals null. Guys, tell me what else you need. What else you need? What else you need here? Do you need result set or not?
We need connection, get connection.
Result set rs equals to null. Import. Now you need to get the connection. How will you get the connection? Just say con equals. Already you have my connection dot get connection. That's all. Because the DB contains what already? My connection dot get connection. You got the connection. Okay. Next, once you get the connection, PST on dot prepared statement. Write the query. Write the which query you want to write? Select star from employee where in ID equals question mark and the password equals to question mark. Just give a try catch. So this is the query I started. First, let us create the table according to the requirement. I'll go to MySQL. Which database? Use 8 db underscore 830. Select star from employee. Yeah, but in this table, I need two more columns: login ID and password, guys. So we do one thing. We drop this table employee and we recreate the table employee. Create table employee emp id integer o emp name varchar of 20 salary number 8 comma 2 comma login id varchar of 20 password varchar of 20. I think these are the columns, right? What is wrong? What is wrong? Create table employee id employee name varchar salary number 8 comma 2 and the password varchar of 20. Guys, what is the mistake?
Decimal, sir.
Sorry.
Decimal instead of number.
Semicolon. Creative.
This is double. Correct. This is the query we should write. This is the query. Now table is ready with all these columns, guys. And I'll insert one row for testing. Insert into employee values 100 Pasha. Next, Pasha 123. One row is inserted, guys. Commit. Save. Okay. Now let me go back and write the query to fetch the details. See, select a star from employee where login ID is client given name, password equals to client given name. This is my query. Okay, if this particular value is matching with the client's details, it will pull the records and store into result set. So now before we execute, prepared statement has to add set string. First question mark. Where is the value? Login ID. This login ID I'm setting over there. Yeah. Next what? PST dot set string. Second question mark password. I hope everybody understood what I'm writing. PST dot execute query. Why execute query? Because this is select query. If it is insert, execute update and tell me what is the return statement of this. What the values are written, result set. So once the query is fetched from the database, it will generate a result set object which I already created a result set reference variable. Now what is the test here? How can I confirm whether this guy is present or not? Guys, how can I confirm? I should check the result set whether the data present or not, correct? So what is the command to check in the result set?
Arrays is not null.
What is it? If rs dot next.
Sir, we cannot hear you, sir.
Hmm?
We cannot hear you, sir.
We cannot.
Hear you.
Your voice is muted for 1 minute.
Is my voice is muted? Huh?
Now it's okay.
Yeah.
No, what
Now
I'm
it's okay, sir.
asking is, now what I'm asking is, once result set is generated, okay, it returns what? True or false, right? Rs dot next means true or false, no? This
Yes.
everybody knows, no? Rs
Yeah.
dot next. If it is true means there is a row. If there is a false means no row. Okay, if there is a row, what should I do? I should return the employee object back to the servlet, login servlet. So login servlet understand that this guy is present. But now the question is, if result set contains data, will you say return RS, return result set? Is that okay? No. Why? Because result set contains row and you can return. But the problem is result set is the part of JDBC, not the Java. So if you return the result set now in the servlet you should receive with again JDBC result set. Yes or no? If you are returning JDBC result set, you should receive with the same. Guys, are you getting? This is important point. How to deal with layer to layer in project. I cannot return the result set. Why? This is the JDBC object. So rather than that, the data from the result set, I should transfer into a normal Java object and return that Java object. Okay. rather than returning result set, I should transfer the data present in this result set into normal Java object and return that normal Java object back to the login servlet. Why? Because the result set is a JDBC object. I can't return. If everybody understood what I am trying to say, we'll move forward.
Sir,
Guys, let me know.
Sir, result set is a part of JDBC and not part of what?
Yes, because if you return JDBC, again you should write the JDBC code in the login servlet to receive here, na?
Yes, sir.
So better normal Java object is better, result set object is better. What do you think? Normal Java object, na?
Yes, sir.
So now do you have any normal Java class to create object? We don't have. So let me write one more package. com.dto data transfer object. DTO means data transfer object. These are all, guys, I am creating the whole project structure today. Okay, listen carefully, try to understand. This project only will end up your sessions. Everything I am creating today itself, because this is required today only. So DTO, data transfer object, in technically we call it, and I'm going to create a class, because if you want object, you should think about the class, right? Which class? Employee class, because our data belongs to employee. Private int id, emp id, private string emp name, private double salary, private string login id, private string password. Guys, these are the requirements. This kind of data I want to store in this object. Yes or no? So now what I do, right click, refactor, sorry, resource, using field constructor. I have generated a constructor in this. And also generate public employee default constructor as usual. Control A, Control I, align this properly. Next, generate getters and setters. Getters and setters. Select all. If you want, you can also generate the toString, not mandatory. But this will make full-fledged class. Yeah. Guys, now we are going to deal the object of this class now. Okay, na? Okay, na? So now one object class I have created. For this class, I am going to create object here. After you say result set found, I create employee object. Employee equals to new employee. I created employee object and import it and set all the values. How to set the values to employee? Emp dot set emp id. Where is the value in the result set? How will get the value from the result set? Get int of 1. Emp dot set emp name. Rs dot get string 2. Guys, like this you need to fill the employee object from the result set. Now tell me, what is the next? Emp dot set salary, rs dot get double 3, emp dot set login id, rs dot get get string of 4, emp dot set password rs dot get string of 5. Guys, look at this code, try to understand. Let me know if anybody having any difficulties in this. Now, rather than returning result set, I am returning emp if found. So what should be the return type, guys? Employee, na? Okay. If result set found, I convert this into employee and return that employee, matter is over. If finally doesn't happen anything, I return null. Means if condition not returning the employee object, I should return empty null value. So look at this method and tell me how many of you understood this what I wrote. If everybody understood step by step, let me know who understood. Guys, I'm waiting.
I got it, sir.
Meher?
Yes, sir.
Guys,
Yes.
speak out quickly.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So,
Praveen. Yeah. So can you understand that everybody is following? Right.
Yes, yes, sir.
Mute yourself. If any questions, guys, immediately ask. Don't keep with you only. Okay. Let me make
Okay.
it clear. So why I used employee object, because result set cannot be returned. So I transfer all the data from the result set into employee. And finally I return that. Now the matter of DAO is over, guys. So frequently we write DAOs, understand this. Now where to go in login servlet? Now, yeah, once HR is not present, I'll go and call that DAO first. How will you call the other class method? You need to create the object for the class. Employee DAO, EMP DAO equals new employee DAO. Guys, I created object for the DAO. I created object for the DAO, and I'm calling that particular method which I just wrote, get employee, and I'm passing the request.get parameter values, login ID and password received from my client. I'm sending to the database DAO, and I'm asking, boss, this guy is there or not in the database? Please check and let me know. Then DAO will go and check. It will send me what it returns to me. Employee object EMP. Yes. Now, how do I know it is successfully done or not? If something goes wrong, it returns what? Null. If everything is fine, it doesn't return null. So if I put now emp is not equals to null, is it success or failure?
success.
Success. So where should I go? Where should I go? A new page, employee homepage. Do we have this page? No. Let me create for your demonstration. Yeah, let me simply take this HR homepage. I'll modify this MP homepage, copy, paste. So now I got EMP homepage, right? Here I will write employee homepage. Chalo, everything is fine now. Go to DAO is over. Login servlet. Let me complete EMP HR. Yeah. Else, in the else, first I am checking whether he is an employee or not. Before that, I already checked for HR. If it is not employee, I can simply say else part. Else and I put under the else part. Guys, understand overall picture. First, it will check HR or not. If there is no HR present, it will go and check else. The else, first it will check for whether he is the employee or not. If he is not employee, it will go and say nothing. Okay. So, is that everything fine, or are we missing something, guys? When you are talking about JDBC, you must think about the jar file. Remember, MySQL connector bin.jar file, guys. Do you remember or forgot?
Yeah.
Jars. Yes, MySQL connector bin.jar. If you are working on 8th version, you take this. Guys, copy, physically copy and come back. There will be a lib folder. Paste it in this lib folder, guys. I want this file. In the web, you cannot say right click, build path. That is normal JDBC. In web, you should paste physically inside the lib folder. Now everything is fine. I hope so. Let me try. I already added 2 people, one person. Pasha already added. And what is the user ID? Pasha123 password. Let me try with this. Yeah. I'll give Pasha123. I'll give password. Success, guys. Employees homepage, we got it. Let me go back. Try with HR. Oh, what's wrong? HR homepage is missing. By mistake, I removed it. Sorry. First, I'm checking for HR. It's working fine for HR. Okay, let me go back and check for Pasha123. Pasha123 password. Yes, it is working fine for Pasha123. If I give Sachin123 password, guys, invalid. So how can I make it valid? I go and add Sachin's record in the database table, correct? Let me go and add 101 Sachin. Sachin 123 username, password is common. Yeah, save it. Now let's go back and run it again. Sachin123 password. See, guys, now he became authorized person. Are we changing our code, or we are just entering the new guy into the database table? What are we doing? Is it the real time way or not? This is the way how we deal with the real time projects. So I hope everybody understood what exactly I'm trying to do, guys. Yeah. What is your opinion? Is that clear to all what I did so far?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I want everybody to work on one assignment and show me tomorrow. What is that assignment is? Here I want one sign up anchor tag hyperreference equals sign up. So when I click on sign up, it should ask me details of the person to be registered, because you see in the previous Sachin I added here in the database. I don't want to go to database. I want to register the people directly from the sign up page. So you think and do it, complete this. Your registration part has to be completed. Once you click sign up, it should display the form. Enter ID, enter name, enter salary, enter login ID, password. Once you submit, the details should go and store in the database, guys, using our DAO methods. So let me check who can do this. Will you try?
Yes, sir.
Guys, will you try? Yeah, that's good. Try your best. If you can't, I'll show you tomorrow. Okay, na?
Sir, can I? We make the DTO, right?
Yeah.
Then it's with respect to the DAO layer. Oh, what is the layer of that? You said the layer concept.
No. DTO is a separate layer. See, DTO is
It's
a
a
model layer. Model. You can see here.
model.
Do you see model layer in MVC?
Oh yeah.
This comes under one of the model layer. In the bottom, you see model, no? The
Yes.
data transfer object. It is connected with all the layers. You see,
Mhm.
the model is nothing but DTO,
Okay, then
which carry the data between. Remember, the job of this model is what? If you want to send some data from controller to DAO, you can pack the data under this and you can send the one object. I will show you that also. Now what we did today, from the DAO, we added all the details to model object and send back to the controller, correct? One object carrying all the data, no, ID, name, salary and all. Got it or not?
yes, sir, got it.
Right.
Sir, yesterday
Okay
we
guys, so
discussed. Hello, sir.
yeah, tell
Then
me.
the servlet container knows only once we is there any, I mean, is there any response inside our project, then servlet container knows about it after we write the response, right, sir?
I'm not getting you what you're asking.
I mean, once we write the response, that's how we generate response inside our class, right? That's how the servlet container knows that, oh yeah, there is a response inside this
Response,
class, right?
yes.
Then
Once you prepare the response, servlet container will send this response through the internet to the client. That's all. Because response is given by whom? Who gave this object? Servlet container only given the object, no?
yes.
So whatever the output you added to response object, no? Through out.println, no? So that directly goes to the browser.
Okay. Then
Okay.
that mean our include mode, we have to create only our first servlet, right? Response we need to generate within the first servlet, right, sir?
Yeah. Same response and request objects, no? Every servlet is using same request and response, no? Not different request responses, right?
Yeah, I mean, then our forward method, we go to the second servlet, then generate our response over there, right?
Yes, and the same response will be included in the previous response object. So this response will be sent back to the container.
Container. Okay, then that mean our include method go all the way to every servlet, then collect all the data, then
Collect the
come back
data.
to the first servlet. Then we need to
Yes.
generate our response
Final
inside the first servlet, right, sir?
first servlet. Yes.
Okay.
correct?
Yes, sir.
That is included. You go to shop, if there is some items not present, okay, there are two options. He will send someone and bring that item and give it to you all from his shop. Otherwise, he will give 3 items. He say that, okay, you take 2 items from the right other shop, then you can leave. There are two options. Now, either you go and collect the items and come back and final bill you make it and give to the customer. Otherwise, ask the customer to take the rest of the items from other. That is forward, right? And this is include, no?
Okay.
Right? Okay.
Okay.
Chalo, guys, I will share this project to everyone. Don't worry about this. I'll share how I'm sharing. I will write this. I am just sharing export to WAR file. Do remember export to WAR file, WAR, and listen carefully how you will attach to your Eclipse. After I share this, you will get a WAR file, emp.war. Just download that WAR file, place the cursor on empty place, import to WAR, select the downloaded WAR file which I am sending, emp web app, this WAR file. Select it, say okay, that's all, don't do anything. Sometime you may get error. Right click on your project if you get any error on the name, then build path, configure build path. Wherever you find error here, like generally you will get error in the JRE, edit, select your JRE, that's all. Because my Java version, your Java version might be different. That would be the error, or it could be Apache Tomcat error also. So you take care of it, guys, and make sure when you are importing, same name should not be there in your Eclipse. So I hope everybody will download and import, and you people will run this project successfully, and you add the registration. Your job is only adding registration. The one I did today, you no need to worry about it because it's already there. You run and check in your machine, that's all. And add the registration part. Okay, guys. Shall we leave?
Okay.
Okay. Bye,
Yeah.
guys. See you tomorrow. But make sure you work and come back, everyone.